What's up? This is Jad T. Jones from GuyTellsAll.com. And today we're going to be answering Marie's question. Marie likes a guy at the gym and she wonders, all right, what's going to happen? So let's read Marie's question. My biggest frustration at the moment is there's a man I often see at the gym. We don't know each other yet and we've never met. And I notice that he's looking at me. And I'm kind of too shy and too busy to look back. It's been more than a year now, and every week the same story. Although now I dare to look his way for a short time, I have some doubts in my head which keep me away. I don't know who he is, I don't want to waste my time or my feelings, but I'm attracted to him a lot and it's frustrating. I was a bit off with him, I don't know what that means. I think that's the reason he's terrified to approach me, although he's confident. As I said in my other video, men's core need is the need for approval. Their need for approval is as strong as your need for security. A woman's core need is the need for security. A man's core need is the need for approval. So, I want you to remember that your need for security is so strong, right? So strong. And think about a time where that need was violated and you felt like you weren't safe. How bad did you feel? How frightened did you feel? Your whole system goes haywire, right? And closes up. Well, a man's need for approval has the same effect on him. So, a lot of men want to approach you, but they're scared. The average guy is probably one level above scared. Maybe he's, terrified. Some men are terrified, some men are scared, and a few men, it's no big deal for them, right? But in general, men are very scared to go talk to you because they're afraid of public humiliation. So, a gym is a place where there are always other people around and always other people watching. So if you see a guy looking at you all the time, yeah, of course he's attracted to you. Otherwise he wouldn't be looking at you. But he's scared because he knows that, he's thinking, what if she shoots me down in front of all these people? And another thing that questions that guys email me is like, hey, I like a girl at the gym. But what if I hit on her and it doesn't go well? I'm going to have to face her after that. And that's humiliating. That's embarrassing. So men have the fear of you shooting them down publicly, them getting embarrassed, and then they have the fear of having to face you over and over again because you go to the same gym or the same workplace or wherever it is. So what you're going to have to do if you want him to approach you is you're going to have to wave those flags and make huge signals. Remember, men are not detail-oriented. So when you think you're being obvious with them, they don't see it, right? You need to give them very, very obvious signs. So if you want him to come talk to you, you need to crack him a smile. You can't just look at him because you need to understand that a lot of people when they don't talk and they're just walking on the street or at the gym, they're serious. And so people look mean when they're not talking, when you don't talk to them. People look intimidating in general, right? Beautiful girls, right? You're doing this with your, you got your little hotness on and you're just, you look kind of mean. So you got to crack a smile. You got to let them know, hey, she's given me the okay. And if she smiled at me, that means she's not going to shoot me down and publicly embarrass me in front of everyone. So start smiling at him. If you're bold enough, smile and say hi. And then he should make a move after that. If you smile at a guy repeatedly and he doesn't come over, that means that guy's really shy. It could also mean that he hasn't done what he needs to do as a man, and his lack of initiative to approach you is a reflection of his lack of initiative in his life. So you may not actually want that man because he's not a strong man. But that's for you to decide. But yeah, basically, you're going to have to give him big, huge signs. Otherwise, if it's been a year and he still hasn't made a move, I mean, this guy's super shy, or he's just one of those guys that doesn't approach girls at the gym, right? But if you give him signs and he likes you, well then he'll make a move. But you gotta, I'd say smile. All right, smile. If you're just gonna look at him, he's still gonna be intimidated. But if you smile, soften up your face, soften up your eyes. Maybe give a head nod or something. Go to the machine right beside him. Maybe he'll get the message. Some guys just don't get the message, but those are the suggestions I would give you. All right, this is Jati Jones from GuyTellsAll.com. Take care.